You're at the airport, bags packed, ready to fly. Like most travelers, you decide to exchange some cash. The money changer hands you a stack of clean, crisp $100 bills. They feel right. The paper texture, the color tones, the watermark, even the scent seems familiar. Everything checks out. But once you arrive at your hotel, the receptionist does a double take. He holds one bill up, examines it closely, then frowns. Something's off. This isn't an ordinary fake. It's a supernote, a counterfeit so flawlessly crafted it's fooled banks, cash machines, and even U.S. government agencies for years. What if one of the most convincing forgeries in history was silently circulating for decades, and almost no one knew? December 1989. Central Bank in Manila, Philippines. A stack of $100 bills is handed to a bank teller during what seems like a routine exchange. The man is polite, sharply dressed, and claims to be working for a foreign investor. The notes look legitimate, pass basic tests, and raise no immediate red flags. Yet something feels wrong. Maybe it's the serial numbers, too consistent, too perfect. Instead of accepting the bills, the teller discreetly alerts his supervisor. "Sir, where did you get these?" he asks. Suddenly, the man panics. Without responding, he bolts, first walking quickly, then sprinting away before security can catch him. The bills are sent to Washington, D.C., to the U.S. Secret Service, and labeled case number C-14342. Investigators launch a detailed analysis. Under UV light, authentic bills glow because of embedded fibers and special inks. Fakes often don't. Microscopes inspect the print, searching for the unique feel of intaglio printing. Spectroscopy breaks down the ink's chemical signature. Digital tools magnify the serial numbers to find errors in spacing or inconsistencies. Individually, these tests might catch mistakes. Together, they form a nearly airtight verification system. But this time, what they uncover is staggering. These counterfeits were made with the exact same cotton linen blend as real U.S. currency, a formula exclusive to the Crane Paper Company, reserved for the U.S. Treasury. And even more astonishing, the notes were printed using the same type of massive intaglio presses used by the U.S. government, worth millions and weighing 70 tons. These machines aren't found in any ordinary facility. Take a close look at a 1989 $100 bill. The real and the fake are nearly indistinguishable until you use a microscope. One version has a barely visible gap near Franklin's portrait. Another has a slightly thicker line on a lamppost. These microscopic anomalies were the only signs. Thus, the legend of the Supernote was born. A nearly perfect fake. But who created them and how? The trail doesn't begin with secret informants or spy satellites, but with suspicious money movements. The notes started showing up in Hong Kong casinos, black markets in Russia, and even inside diplomatic pouches passing through European airports, immune from customs searches. The forgeries weren't just good, they were identical. Each one featured the same minute flaws, same perfect textures, same precise design. That level of consistency pointed to a single sophisticated operation. The next North Korean diplomats were caught carrying $430,000 in foreign U.S. mysterious or exact replicas, all linked to one mysterious organization. They needed US dollars. So Pyongyang made a choice. If they couldn't earn dollars, they'd print them. At the heart of this effort, Plant 62, a fortified complex with security fences, concrete walls, and armed guards. This isn't just a print shop. It's a fortress. Inside, they reverse-engineered U.S. currency using materials sourced through Hong Kong shell companies. Vendors thought they were supplying luxury stationery. Instead, they were feeding North Korea's counterfeit operation. The fakes were so convincing, experts couldn't tell them apart. And here's the twist. North Korea allegedly embedded tiny, deliberate flaws into the notes, like a signature. This way they could detect knockoff copies of their own counterfeits. As U.S. security features advanced, Plant 62 kept adapting, reproducing everything: watermarks, microprinting, color-shifting ink with stunning precision. By the mid-1990s, Pyongyang had turned America's currency into a weapon, a financial weapon. The U.S. responded. In 1996, the Treasury redesigned the $100 bill. Bigger Franklin, updated watermark, better thread. A warning to North Korea. We're on to you. We're on to you. But Pyongyang struck back. Within 2 years, the first counterfeit of the redesigned bill surfaced in London. Somehow, they'd acquired even the special ink formula made under tight Swiss control. Now the U.S. stepped up with full-force operations. The FBI launched Operation Royal Charm, agents posing as smugglers, building fake identities and luring traffickers onto a yacht off Atlantic City with a bogus wedding party. Instead of champagne, the guests got cuffs. Operation Smoking Dragon went deeper. 18 months undercover, tracing counterfeit pipelines through Chinese and Taiwanese smuggling rings. They watched as bills were hidden in books, fabrics, even toys. One wild case emerged in Las Vegas. A businessman named Chen Chang-Luo, alias Wilson, ran a leather import-export front. Behind the scenes, he used fake $100 bills at casinos. Here's the trick. He'd put a fake bill into a slot machine, play briefly, then cash out and get real money back. $10,000 in Supernotes became $9,000 in real cash in just a weekend. The FBI tracked him down using surveillance footage, undercover meetings. Eventually, international raids shut down large portions of the network. They seized $4.5 million in fake currency. Filed 87 indictments, and brought global attention to North Korea's financial schemes. Then came the biggest blow. In 2005, the U.S. Treasury targeted a Macau-based bank, Banco Delta Asia, labeling it a major money laundering concern. Overnight, $25 million in North Korean funds were frozen. These weren't ordinary accounts. They were used by regime officials. That $25 million could fund North Korea's overseas operations for months. The psychological effect was instant. Other Asian banks panicked and severed ties with North Korea, leaving the regime financially stranded. It couldn't pay its diplomats. It couldn't import vital machinery. The economic chokehold was real. Then, a twist. North Korea agreed to return to nuclear talks. The six-party negotiations had one condition: stop all sanctions. Ironically, the same U.S. currency they forged had become their financial trap. By undermining the dollar, they made themselves completely reliant on it. From a nearly invisible flaw next to Franklin's portrait to a fortified plant in North Korea. This is the true story of how the U.S. dollar became a battleground in global espionage. Every security feature on your money today, it's there because of this silent war. What do you think about North Korea's counterfeiting operation? Could this kind of economic sabotage happen again? Drop your thoughts in the comments.